Hey, Shalom, Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the whole field scattered abroad. It's your brother Tazapanya, the sons of Yasha camp out here in Colorado Springs, back at it again with another lesson. Lord willing, and is edifying unto the elect. All right, this one is called Brace for Impact. Um, Quick video before camp. You know what I mean? It's going to be an on fire camp. Shalom, shalom, Akim. It's going to be an on fire camp. I was just in the spirit just to do a video real quick before I head to camp. The Shabbat start tonight. It's going to be a double Shabbat. All right, because when this Shabbat ends, the new moon starts. You know, so if I'm not mistaken, let me go ahead and check that real quick. Yeah, Monday Eve, Con. So 31st, right? So as we get into it, brace for impact, man. All right, the impact of what? Jacob's trouble. All right, because the Most High is setting everything up, right, in order for the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right, and really the whole beast system that is, all other countries that have drunken the wrath of Babylon's fornication that took it on that westernized mindset, right? So I got a couple scripts. Let's see if we can pull it up real quick. All right. Share the screen. Select. Forward pull up. Here we go. Bear with me. Be right here. Quick video. See. Come on, bro. Here we go. All right. So the first one I got is here in, what is it, second address? Well, yeah, let's do this. Second address 16. We're going to start at the 68th verse. It says, "For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you." All right. So this lines up with Revelation. All right. For the devil is sent down, woe unto the inhabitants of heaven and of earth. The devil is sent unto you having great wrath. See? All right. So that great multitude, you see what I'm saying, is not only Esau, but all of the ones that is in league and confederate with him. All right. Going back to Psalms 83. You see what I'm saying? There's a couple of brothers that have visions of like whether it be, military UN troops and, in American National Guard, there's all types of different nationalities that's in there. All right. And they're going to be executing the decrees sent forth by their higher ups, which eventually goes all the way back to Amalek, the international banking families. All right. Them 48ers, small hats, hook nose, bagel eating people. Right. And they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Continuing on, verse 68, verse 69. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach. Right. So if you consent, all right, unto what they're telling you, when they, let's say, for instance, you get taken into a concentration camp, right? And they're telling you, all right, listen, we'll let you go out of the camp as long as you either take this jab or take this chip. All right. And you say, okay, you give consent unto them, you're going to be had in derision and in reproach, man. Derision means ridicule. All right. And reproach, trodden underfoot. The Most High going to destroy you, man. You see what I'm saying? For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Because ultimately, those that do not submit or consent to bowing the knee unto Baal, which is Satan, which the physical counterpart is Esau, Edom, the devil. You see what I'm saying? And worshiping the beast, his image, and taking the mark. there's going to be a great insurrection, all right, upon those that don't do that, all right, because by not doing that, you are fearing the Most High rather than men, right? Verse 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Because when we get into it right now, right, like the Zebulon Warrior, he sent me the Canada, which they're doing now in America. They starting off with this trucking strike, all right, and there's going to be hyperinflation and famine, man. This is, and they got an Illuminati card that is connected to it. So this has been planned, man, because the Great Reset that is spearheaded by Klaus Schwab, right? He's like the figurehead, all right, and bringing out the international banking families' ideologies. You see what I'm saying? To be pushed in order to bring what the ultimate prophecy. You feel me? Before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know, basically brings the kingdom, which is that MOTB, man. All right, completely getting rid of cash and bringing in these CBDCs, the Fed coin, so on and so forth. All right, one of their biggest slogans: "Never let a good crisis go to waste." Right. So, if we continue on, at verse 72, for they shall waste away and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. See, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. All right, because this is the enemy coming in as a flood. But see, the Most High is going to lift up a standard. He's going to give spiritual power. See, by the spiritual power, you're going to know who his chosen is, man. And that's what we're looking for. And really, this has been inspired too by, the elder Kazak out of GMS, Mississippi, former GMS Chicago, because he's been on fire with these videos referring to, men, because, the Lord is only dealing with men. And really, that relationship, let's say, with brothers, dealing with women. You see what I'm saying? And, it's all about power, man. All right. It's a pre-chariot mindset. You see what I'm saying? Kingdom minded. All right. And everything is about power, man. Women are attracted to power. All right. We are powers in a sense, ye are gods, right? God goes back to power. You see what I'm saying? So and just us understanding this truth, you feel me? That is spiritual power in itself. All right. Because we didn't just out of nowhere get this understanding. The Most High gave it to us through the Spirit, right? Remember, it said the Comforter, and He shall give you remembrance of all things. Because eventually, before we was in our first state, we knew, everything. As we're not everything, meaning we knew right from wrong, because before the word, the law was written on stone. All right, it was passed down orally, man. All right. Going all the way back to Adam, and then Adam went off, and then eventually to Moses had to give. You see what I'm saying? So we had to get that remembrance of what, through the Spirit, unclean, clean, holy, unholy, so on and so forth. All right. But you see, when all of this goes down, and the Most High, lifts up the standard to his elect, because he we the apple of his eye, Lord willing, we be, those men of the Lord, those prophets, reincarnated, right? Then shall they be known who are my chosen, man, because then the people going to know that the Most High is with them. All right. And they shall be tried as gold in the fire, because we being tried now, and coming into Jacob's trouble, we're going to be tried even more. But there's going to be a point in time. See, we know the blueprint. We don't know exactly how it's going to go down, but we know what's going to go down. All right. We're going to be persecuted, man. So that leads me to my next script, Matthew chapter 10. Khan. Saquon Kasab calls him the Sith Lord. Hell yeah, And we looking for, to be many Yahweh Shahs, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, we literally see, but people don't see us as that now. We just niggas and spiggers, with bobbles in our hands. You see what I'm saying? Like, but we truly know the worth of ourselves. We truly understand the character on the right hand side and the left hand side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, eventually we're trying to get back to our truest state, man. Kings, gods on the earth, man. All right. Because we, Lord willing, we be them vessels that the Most High uses to be a sharp threshing instrument, man, to put these niggas to death, man. All right, these heathens, anybody that the Most High deems so, to be destroyed, man. You see what I'm saying? Because that power, man, that come, we can only imagine. You feel me? That's why Banatazak, Banyamyans, those videos, those helped wake a lot of brothers up. It gave you a inkling of what might be possible when the Most High, put spiritual power on you, man. And I fully believe that stuff gonna happen. Being able to fly, you know what I'm saying, heal people. You see what I'm saying? Manipulate the elements, change your stature, teleportation, all of these, words that Esau tried to put on metaphysical, supernatural type of things, man. Because the scriptures say we shall be like him. Who's him? Yahweh Shai. You feel me? And look at all the stuff Yahweh Shai did as a man. You feel me? And he shall not come back, as a man. He's coming in a great angelic force, man. All right. So, that's just one thing I'm constantly, looking forward to if I be of that elect, Lord willing, a new body, man. But anyway, this is Matthew chapter 10. Like I said, it's going to be a quick video because soon I'm about to get out of here to go to camp. Matthew chapter 10, verse 21. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child. And the children shall rise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. So, as you see right here, all right, we have to brace for impact. It's coming no matter what, man. There's nothing that we can do, all right? Because what can you do anything against the will of the Father? No, man. The will of the Father is going to happen on the right-hand side and the left-hand side. We want to be on the good graces and mercies of him on the right-hand side, man. All right, so we do his will, his perfect will, all right? Because the scriptures ask us, to basically to know, his perfect will, all right? Goes on to say, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. So look, those people that was getting put up to death by their own family members was hated of them because they was literally living out the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? Yahweh, he exists. Yahweh Shah, he saves, right? But he that endureth unto the end shall be saved. See, so that endureth, right, is showing a resistance, right, to or response to things of the outside elements, right? You have to endure. There's something that's pushing against, but you have to hold strong. That's why I was saying brace for impact. I thought of this because like in a car, let's say you're going 120 miles per hour, right? Something is in the road, you move, shoom, you try to get back, but then the car is sliding or something, and you just see you're gonna crash. At that point, you're seeing that the steering wheel won't move, and this is happening in such a quick, time. Kind of and the body automatically does what? Braces for impact. You see? So spiritually speaking, like you're going into a car crash and you can't do nothing to get out of it. You're just gonna have to do damage control. How can I get the least amount of damage? I'm going to be damaged anyway, right? So we're going to be hated anyway, but we have to endure until the end. You feel me? Because the same of those people shall be saved, which is talking about the elect. But when they persecute you in the city, flee ye to another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel till the Son of Man be come. All right. So I remember how Elder Manas Azakba broke it down. You should not have gone into over the cities of Israel. You see what I'm saying? Because this ain't, oh, you going to the hoods, oh, talking to the people. See, the Most High is only dealing with the elect, man. All right. So, it said prophesy unto the wind. So whether we be at a park, whether we be at the bus stop, whether we be on a boulevard, an avenue, or wherever it may be, you see what I'm saying? We still wouldn't have necessarily spoke directly to every Israelite, You see what I'm saying? When Yahweh shall come back. However, until this gospel has been spread across the folk, then the end shall come, because we got the internet, we got YouTube. This is why we go so hard, not only on the highways and byways, but on the unicorn, the internet, man. All right. So they're gonna persecute, certain of us in the city. When all hell break loose, man, we already kind of like pilgrims on the earth, spiritually speaking. You know what I mean? But that might have to become physical. You see what I'm saying? Either way, we gotta trust that the Most High is going to be working with us. His servant shall eat, right? But they shall be hungry. His servants shall drink, but they shall be thirsty, right? So, two more scriptures. We're gonna go to Zechariah 9, verse 12, because people like when you break down the actual, the doctrine of Babylon the Great is going to be destroyed by intercontinental ballistic missiles, right? Jacob's trouble is going to come. We talking about cannibalism, gang rape, robbing, murdering, kidnapping, all types of wild anarchy, going crazy, arson, burglaries, all type of things. You feel me? Remember, Jacob's trouble is a time that's never seen before, man. This ain't gonna be just in this city, or just this gonna be all over, in America specifically, but all over the world, right? So this is Zechariah 9, and see deliverance of Judah and Ephraim, Zechariah 9, chapter 11. Chapter 9, verse 11, Salakia. As for thee also, by the blood of thy covenant, I have sent forth thy prisoners out of the pit wherein there's no water. You see, so the pit where there's no water, right? This is referring to a very low place. You see what I'm saying? Like America, no water, all right? Where there's no truth out here, other than, the prophets that's pushing it out. You see what I'm saying? Water, wine, oil is all reminiscent to the truth, the knowledge, this faith, right? So the blood of thy covenant, and we know, through Yahweh Shah's blood, you see what I'm saying, is that how he, sent a covering over for our sins, saved us from our sins, as long as we believe on him. You see what I'm saying? So, and who are those prisoners? The Israelites. As we're going to continue to read, verse 12, turn you to the stronghold, right? The stronghold of Zion, the city where David dwelt. David, was the man or the prophet and the king who dedicated his whole life, to understand, the heart of the Most High, all right, the mindset, and he followed it. You see what I'm saying? So that, that house of David, that's where, the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua dwelt, right? Ye prisoners of hope. So we prisoners of hope. So when you get down to it, if you in America and this place the whole shit is going to be a desert, nuclear holocaust here, how are you going to get out of that? By the chariots, man. So that's what we are hoping, which we know. Well, we're hoping that we're part of the elect, one, so that we can be saved. You see what I'm saying? Through that great salvation of Yahushua with the angels coming back. You feel me? Because he said, the slain shall be many of the Lord, and we hope not to be on that side. So it goes on to say, even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. When I have bent Judah for me, filled the bow with Ephraim, right? So, a bow and arrow, right, is a weapon device, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece, right? Now we know Greece goes back to Yavan, which is the son of Japhet, but the ones that took over Greece was Esau, right? And I made thee as a sword of a mighty man, right? And Yahweh shall be seen over them, and his arrow shall go forth. So look, the arrow, right? And we just filled the bow, all right? What goes inside of a bow? An arrow. Ephraim represents the northern kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, all right, is going to be used, and his arrow shall go forth as the lightning. And Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, shall blow the trumpet and shall go with the whirlwinds of the south. Whirlwinds represented of them chariots, man. You see what I'm saying? So, when basically That last trumpet, when he come back to destroy this place, he delivers his leg, and New Jerusalem comes back down. Jerusalem was a people before it was a place, right? And with the new bodies coming down as gods, other people gonna be looking at us as aliens. You see what I'm saying? X-Men or whatever. You feel me? And we're gonna be used as vehicles of his vengeance, man. Specifically to Esau Edom, like in Ezekiel chapter 25. You see what I'm saying? So this is the last precept right now. Second Timothy 2. Select. So because it's funny. I was just talking to one of the brothers that's in the truth in the prison house on the phone, and one of these books I sent him, he said in the book, it's called Scientocracy, breaking down, the 5G and this, pandemic, so on and so forth. And Wuhan, China, when it started with October 2019 or whatever, 2 months before that, China and their epicenter started the 5G, right? So that would be sometime in August or late July or something like that, right? So 2 months later is when all of these people started dropping this and that and the third. So looking now, right, when they started on this 5G, right, 2 months from then is in March. I want to say I just gave him all the high holy days so he can keep them in prison, right? March 16th, I want to say is the Passover. I have to look it up, but but in March, right? So I speak as a man, but is that a coincidence that the Most High put the spirit on Esau, Edom? Because remember the king's hand, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, and it go whithersoever he wanted to go. Roughly paraphrasing. So there is no free will. So when they do stuff, on certain dates and do this and delay things back, that means the Most High is doing it on the left-hand side. All right. So all I know is that this is the year through the spirit. This is the year of Yahweh Shem Yahushua turning up, man. And there's going to be a lot of death. And then there's going to turn up, man. Prophecies, Jacob's trouble. We're going to see it coming closer, which we already seen it coming closer and closer. Can't shop, at no Walmarts without the QR code in Canada. The trucking strike that I've been talking about that they about to do, famine, inflation, all of these stock markets is crashing. This and that from the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 to also the crypto markets. You know what I'm saying? WHO talking about some new things and so it's just so much going on. That's why we watching and praying. We want be aware of Satan's devices, so you don't what's the name? Be aware of Satan's devices so you don't take advantage of us, right? So this is the last. See, be strong. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 1. Thou therefore, my son, right? His son is Israel, right? You see what I'm saying? So he's talking to those, and remember in Proverbs, he chastises those as the ones he loves, as a father do his son, man. So that means that the father, through Yahweh Shai, through Paul, right, to Timothy, right, is saying in the spirit to the elect that we have to be strong as hell is about to be turned up, man. That's why I say on the right, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, turn it up on the right hand and on the left hand. You see what I'm saying? Because the left hand, all of these persecutions, but he's going to, Yahushua on the right hand is just going to make us, stronger to go through and mentally be sound when he brings his wrath through, Jacob's trouble, man. Be strong in the grace that is in Yahweh Shai. You see? Hamashayak. And the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. You see? So we've heard things from, Akim, which heard what? That from the elders, which heard what? That from the elder apostles. You see? So it trickles down, feel me? And then we commit it to other ones that are in the faith, in the truth, right? Faithful men who shall be able to teach others also, man, because that's what it's about. Learning this truth and going to teach it. You see it right here. Verse 3, this is the point. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. You see? So brace for impact. When you brace for impact, like I use the metaphor in the car, you tighten and you harden your body. You flexing your muscle. So when that card hit and all of that, the steering wheel, the airbag, everything hit you, you see what I'm saying? The muscles, you see, is giving a recoil reaction to kind of absorb that energy transfer. You see what I'm saying? So the impact that's coming is going to be really some terrible times, man. But we gotta pray constantly without ceasing and know that Yahweh Shem Yahushua loves us and is with us, and there's a reason why we're going through all this hell right now. All right, and that He will, protect us, and Lord willing, we get that spiritual power. Because His people will be willing in the day of that power. Coming up, into Jacob's trouble before Yahweh shall come back, because we know that MOTB has to be fully mandated, So, Lord willing, like I said, that was, edifying to the elect. I told you it was going to be a quick video, literally in 5 minutes. I'm about to leave the crib and go to the camp spot. All right. So, check out the camp, edifying live altar. You see what I'm saying? And with that, I want to say double honors to the Apostle Elder Great Milson Ruel, Shalom to the hopeful elect, and Kal Halal Yam La Abanawa Yahweh Bahasham Mashiach Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rakah Kodash. All right. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakatam. All right. To the hopeful elect, and Shalom, Bible Ball. All right. Abatha, Abatham. All right. Shalom.